Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are working with $1,530 today in my second October cash stuffing. Bills are normal, rent is staying in my account, and my variable is $352. Okay, so I am voice overing this because the day that I filmed this, I was ready to just not film at all in general. And I was just not feeling it. So anyway, I recorded this on October 25th. Don't mind my pajama shirt. And now the vacuum's going great. Oh well. And I feel today is November 5th and I feel like I can finally do this. So anyway, yeah, second cash stuffing of October. Just stuffed all alone. While I'm cash stuffing, because again, they're all pretty much normal, let me just go over some of what's been happening lately, kind of like where I've been at mentally and financially, because they're going hand in hand, and kind of like how the money's been. So as you guys know, this is the first month, October was, that my $300 that my grandparents give me every month has gone towards my student loans, which was its original purpose. And wow, did I feel it. Like, it is, like I said, November 5th today. I am struggling. From the 300 they give me, 262 comes out for my student loan, so I have an extra 38. To go from that 300 to 38, I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it, no big deal. Like, what do I even spend that money on? Ha ha ha. Wow, no, I feel it. I really feel it. Yesterday I was at the grocery store with my girlfriend, and I had to make like a very specific itemized list because I was like, okay, I need 3 lunches for the week and 2 breakfast burritos and 1 sparkling ice for every day of the week. That's like my new caffeine intake in the morning is a sparkling ice. I'll talk about that more in a second. Anyway, so then I go to the store and I had like, it was too much money, so I had to, take things out and redo things, and I was like crying in the grocery store. It was hard, like, to not get what you need and have to like put things back and like, whatever. It's just hard. And like now until Friday when I get paid next, I have absolutely no money. Like, I'm $0 right now and I have to spend the whole week like that. So I'm not going to make it, obviously. So I'm going to DoorDash a little bit today. I have a few doctor's appointments this week that are pretty far. I have therapy, which is pretty far. So I'm going to need a tank of gas. Like, it's just rough. My girlfriend already told me that I can borrow the gas money and then just pay her back on my payday, which is Friday. So I'm probably going to do that. It's hard. And it's sad to feel so, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but it's sad to feel so like inadequate, or like that I can't provide, or like I can't do things, that I have to like rely on other people, and that I can't like just do my own thing and be independent. Like, that's a really shitty feeling. But I know that this is all going to be worth it, and it's not always going to be like this. Like, this is just a hard week for me, and that's okay. But anyway, so yeah, caffeine wise, not related to anything else. Financially, I'm trying to cut down my caffeine. I usually have 200 to 300 milligrams in the morning alone, and then like my pop later in the day. And I'm like, you know what? This is probably like too much. This is crazy. So I switched to a sparkling ice with caffeine. That's like a can of like pop, but it's not. It's like sparkling water, but it tastes like pop. Anyway, that only has 70 milligrams of caffeine, which is a lot, lower. And I think that drastic drop, it like this week was hard. It really hit me. I felt dead the whole week. Not to mention it was like Halloween and, kids are wild, dressing up crazy, la la la, whatever. And then we had a late start day at school, and then parent teacher conferences. I went to a concert on Halloween. It was just wild. So the concert I went to on Halloween was actually free. My friend Eric is so generous and has always been like that. Anyway, free tickets to the show. All I had to do was drive there, pay for parking. So that's how I was able to go, which was awesome. And my girlfriend came with me, so, helped out with the cost of that. But that was so much fun. I'm glad I did that, because at first I was like, I can't afford the gas to drive there. Like, I really shouldn't go. But then I thought to myself, like, I don't want to deprive myself. Like, this was a band that I've been wanting to see forever. Like, if I can swing it, I'm going to do it. Like, yes, now I'm struggling a little bit, but, you know, I'm going to make it work. Like I said, I'm going to go DoorDash today. Everything's going to be okay. Like, everything is going to be okay. I'm never going to go without food or shelter. Like, I got support, so I'm going to be good. Anyway, so for November, again, obviously don't have that $300 from my grandparents. I do, but student loans, so $38 from that. Excuse me. I am going to be cat sitting that 5 is nasty. I am going to be cat sitting the week of Thanksgiving. And so that should be maybe 6 or 7 days of cat sitting money, which is going to be so nice because I will need it. I had to buy, so my cats have 3 types of food. They have their wet food, and then they have 2 different dry foods. One of the dry foods is prescription for my cat that like had issues a few years back, and then the other food is for my other cat, which they can both eat. Well, they both eat both. I just mix them. Anyway, so I got the regular dry food and the wet food at Pet Supplies Plus, and I had like a 25% off coupon, and I swear to you, it lowered the price from like $59 to $32. So there's some other sales in there happening because that is like such a great price drop. So I was really happy about that, but I'm going to have to get their prescription food coming up shortly. So I got to make sure I have money for that. After I just did all of that, like complaining and crying about how I don't have money, this is going to sound a little controversial, but hear me out. I did start getting HelloFresh boxes again, and I know that they're not cheap. However, one of my biggest struggles outside of money is eating all of the food groups, like, you know, eating my fruits and veggies and making sure I get enough protein. And then not only that, but not eating non-processed foods. And it's just really been putting me in a slump because when I get home from work, I can't even describe the feeling except for like burnout. I want to lay on the couch all night long and do nothing. I'm like, how the frick do people like go work out, and how do they like have second job? I mean, I did have a second job for like basically my whole life up until this school year. So like, I don't even know how I did it. You know what I mean? Like I just crashed so hard. Anyway, long story short, basically since I've moved in with my girlfriend, like for 3 months now, I have been eating shit. I've been eating like just copious amounts of like fats and processed foods, and it is taking a toll on me, like obviously physically, but mentally too. So it was really important to me that I tried something new and different. So I started HelloFresh again, and my boxes are like semi-discounted. They're still expensive, but like at least I'm not paying full price. So whatever. This past week was my first week with the box, and it's already made like a huge difference mentally. Once you start eating healthier or like eating more varieties of foods, like it's so crazy how much that affects you in like other choices that you make about food. So for now, this is worth it. I know that I could be doing it cheaper on my own. I'm not going to, so it's worth it to me right now to have that box. But anyway, so I already, like yesterday, my girlfriend and I sat down. She's a math teacher, so this was like beautiful. She like helped me budget out my whole month based on how much money I'm going to have. Like, what are my absolute needs? What are my wants? Where can I cut back? So it's budgeted in, like, I'm going to be okay. There's definitely like a note at the bottom of the budget that's like, you need to make extra money this month. So her birthday is also coming up, and she's told me up and down, like, do not get me anything, whatever. Okay, obviously I have to get you something. Obviously I have to do something. So I know that I can't afford like something crazy for her, but I want to have a little bit of money to do something. So I'm going to try and do what I can before her birthday, which is in less than 2 weeks now. Another thought on my mind was that I would like to start looking into couponing again. So I used to work, sorry, the vacuum is like right outside the door. Tried to come in here to be quiet, but I guess not. I used to work at CVS for 5 years. I worked there from 2013 to 2018. And being in that environment, obviously you have tons of couponers, which I didn't even know existed before I started working there. And then I'm like, what? When I worked at one location when I was in college, It was this really sweet woman. Her name was Penny. We loved her. She would like come in and ask all of us who are working, like, what products do you use? Like, what do you like, hair, face, whatever. And we would tell her, and she would like find us couponing deals and like get us face wash and shampoo. And I'm like, you are a saint. Anyway, so I was into couponing for a little bit, especially in college, because I was broke in college. Like, that's when my credit card started racking up. But anyway, I ended up stopping because it used to be so much work. Like, you had to, not only have the store app, but you had to have physical coupons. Then you had to have Ibotta, and then you had, I don't know, it was just like too much and took up a lot of time. But now that I'm like poor again, I was like looking into it, and a lot of these deals, you just need the store app, like, or you just need, like one extra thing, like, oh, you need the store app, and then, when you scan your CVS card, this coupon should pop out of the machine. I'm like, okay. So anyway, it seems doable, and I know that couponing can lead you into buying stuff that you don't actually need. So like I was watching deals for this week, and I was like, okay, well, I don't use hairspray, so I don't need hairspray. Or like, we don't need dish soap. My girlfriend has like a fucking 5-gallon jug of it. Like, yes, it's a great price, but like I don't actually need it, so I'm gonna end up spending money that I wouldn't have. So I'm just staying on the lookout for things that I will always need, like razors and toothpaste, toilet paper, like stuff that we go through fairly quickly. And then I'm just gonna try and, stack up that way. Like laundry detergent or Tide Pods, stuff like that we could always use. Like, yeah. So that's on my radar for today too. It is obviously, like I said, Sunday, November 5th. So beginning of a week, want to try and see what I can get this week. But anyway, so yes, money came out, deposited it. Jesus, I get paid again in 5 days. So yeah, at the end of this week, I'll be getting paid. I am driving a lot this week, but like I said, I'm going to borrow money from my girlfriend for the gas for my next check. Already accounted for it, so it should be good to go. I did sit down and I thought about too, for my MasterCard, my minimum payment every month is only about $88, but I'm putting $135 towards it every month. And I really thought to myself, like, is this something I can afford to be doing, or should I be putting that extra money like towards myself, since I can like barely afford what I'm, living with right now? And I think we decided excuse me, I think we decided that I'm just going to keep putting that extra money, that $135, towards my MasterCard, because even though it's hard, like it's getting to like hard level right now, I'm still managing, like I'm still doing it. So unless I am like absolutely dying, I think I'm going to keep that $135 on my MasterCard. With the holidays coming up, things are going to be dicier. I don't really know how I'm going to swing anything yet. But like I said, cat sitting's coming up. My school, I think I mentioned this a few months ago, but they're paying all the teachers out for comp time because they're not doing comp time anymore. Now, if you cover a class, instead of getting like a comp hour, you just get a straight $40. So they sent out the email of like all the comp time that you have, and if you want to get it paid out. And I was like, please. So my comp time is coming out to like just under $1,000, which is insane until you remember like, okay, they're taxing it. So I don't know how much it'll be that I'm getting paid out after tax, but that is going to be paid out to me on my December 25th check. So nice little Christmas present. Too little too late for buying Christmas presents with that, because I'm not spending it before I have it, but I'm excited for that and to have that extra money no matter when it comes. So that's nice, but could have been a little sooner. Oh well. What else was I gonna say? I had a thought. I don't know. My girlfriend's mortgage went up crazy, and she is being super nice and like paying it because I don't have the money. All right, I guess that's it. I'll see you in a few days. Bye.